Hey guys, Human here. I'm back again with a deck profile of my Rapidmon Yellow Hybrid deck. This deck I played in Columbus, Ohio Regional that placed uh third or fourth after Top Cut. However, I did finish Swiss play undefeated. So let's get right into it. It's fairly standard, for the most part, with a couple of tech cards for my personal preference. So starting with our eggs, we have 4 Cupimon and 1 Upa. I opted for 4 Cupi instead of Upa because I want the Cupimon draws early game, so I can get a little aggression in, depending on the matchup. Generally, if you're going against the mirror match, you're not really aggressive. However, if you're going against like Armor, Imperial German, or possibly even Mastimon, anything else, you might want to be aggressive about it so you can attack with it and draw cards while you can. Next, we have 2 Salamon and 4 Patamons. A lot of decks I've seen have been going 3 Salamon, 4 Patamon, so with 7 rookies. I'm playing 6 rookies here because of how many tech cards I added into the deck. And right away, we have one right now. Black Gatomon. Black Gatomon is here for multitude of reasons. One, it's a dual color. It's yellow and purple. It can go on top of a rookie. Two, it has rush. And three, it's extremely valuable in getting to my top end for a very specific card that you see here. That I will soon explain. Next, we have very standard 4 Kazimon, 4 Zephyrmon, and 4 Rapidmon. You max these out in every yellow hybrid Rapidmon deck that you find. And here's another tech card of mine, Chimeramon. Chimeramon has been very valuable this weekend. One being able to reduce DP, and two being able to put an extra color in it. So being able to Jogress has and being able to attack right after you Jogress is super strong. So you can go 2 level 4, go into hybrid attack. If they both live, you can go follow up with a Chimeramon and do a third attack without any extra memory. Generally, that can be lethal, which has happened a lot this whole weekend. Another thing about Chimeramon, so when Chimeramon Digivolves or Jogress, you would then add a level 5 or lower Digimon from your trash to the bottom of the source. In this case, you can add Patamon. That means if it deletes something from DP reduction, you gain extra memory, and you can do a follow-up play with that. If not, you can always add a Rise Greymon that you see here as well. That, I'm going right into it right now. Then Rise Greymon. If you have 3 more Yellow Tamer or Tamers, I believe, it gives a security attack +1. So you can always swing for 2 now. Very valuable here. Also, Rise Greymon here, going right into it. When Digivolving, you can play a Tamer from your hand. However, when you play a Tamer from hand from this effect, you cannot get their on-play effect. So generally, the Tamers you would play are the TK Kari or Kari Kamiya to get the maximum value, as they're also 4 costs. The other Tamers you would play that doesn't have on-play effect here would be Cody. The Tamers that you generally do not play off the effect are TK and not Cody, Zoe, but you still do because they are memory tamers that you don't always have to search. You can always play it just so you can have a memory tamer. So you can go Rookie in the back, go to Black Automon, and then Rise Greymon for the effect. You get a tamer in play. Now, if you Digivolve into level 6, it's now Security Attack +1 with Retaliation. Next, we have 4 Just Sylphimon, very standard. Um, I'm gonna skip the next card because we'll talk about it next afterwards. But we have 1 Ophanimon and 1 Shine Greymon. Ophanimon is a recovery in this case, and if I have Black Gatomon, it does allow me to delete a level 4 lower Digimon that my opponent controls. In this case, I can delete armors. I can delete a Magnumon. A super strong Magnumon can still be deleted because of Ophanimon. And then Shine Greymon, obviously, DP reduction. I don't have to be afraid of armor. I just delete the armor to get reduced by DP. Even the armor burst, the rookie will be deleted. It helps me get over high DP Digimon. Um, Susanamon, same thing. It allows me to add cards back to my deck so I don't deck out and delete an opponent card. And it's an offensive card where it's secure attack +2, allowing you to delete attack for 3 security checks. Um, Continue on. I'm gonna go back to the tech card later. Creepymon. Next we have 2 Eden's Javelin. Defensive card of the deck allows you to delete reduce DP based on number of cards you have in your hand. So you play it, or if it's attack and security, you draw one, and however number of cards you hand, you then reduce one Digimon by that amount of DP. We have one reinforced memory boost, standard, and 3 yellow memory boosts. Going to Tamers, we have 4 TK Takashi, 2 TK Kakashi, and Karikamiya. This way, it stops aggression. If you have this card in play, your opponent generally will not attack you, so you don't get the extra memory. Next, we have 3 Zoe Orimoto, so you can search your hybrids. 4 Cody's, so on your main phase, if you control a yellow Digimon, you can gain 1 memory. So you would raise the Digimon, enter your main phase, and gain an extra memory. So if you have 3, you go to 4, then you can play your Rapidmon and not pass turn. And Karikamiya, when you recover on your turn, you can suspend it to gain an extra memory. In this case, just Sophie can be a free Digivolve before you go into a level 6. Now, let's go back to our level 6 Digimon that we skipped, Creepymon. So, Creepymon is my tech of choice, primarily for the Mirror Match and Mastimon. 2 very powerful decks that you see in this format. In the Mirror Match, generally, you do not attack each other, and you grind for the game, and you just don't really do anything. You just try to poke at each other sometimes, or make sure your uh, security is equal to your opponent so that their TK card does not go active. As the moment they'll go active, your opponent gets extra memory and they can OTK you in 1 turn. However, Creepymon can help with this, where because of how often you or your opponent is drawing or playing cards, the deck count goes extremely low. So you can go Creepymon by going um, 2 level 4s, jog us into a Chimeramon, and Chimeramon can put a Black Gatomon into a source, so then it is a purple Digimon. This is the one and only way you can go into a Creepymon in this whole deck. However, being able to do that allows you to mill 3, maybe 6 cards from the top of your opponent's deck. Those 3 or 6 cards will make a difference when you're about to deck them out, especially in the mirror match, Mastermind matchup, and the one I did not mention earlier, Beostar. Beostar has been showing up a lot recently, so Creepymon is a heavy counter to this meta. Next, I will talk about my matchups that day. So we have our by Swiss matchup. Round 1 was the Red Hybrid. Red Hybrid with Ancient Greymon OTK. It is definitely the hardest matchup for this whole deck, as they are generally stronger than every Digimon in the deck, and because of Automon, Eden's Javelin cannot activate into security. So the way to counter this is to or recover the security enough so that the attacks they do does not hit through all of them, or have multiple Zoe or Emoto inheritable sources on on your board, so that when they attack, your Digimon is plus 3,000, plus 6,000, plus 9,000, whatever amount of DP that you need, so that it is stronger than the Ancient Greymon. Next, I played against a Yellow Hybrid matchup. If you guys watched on the PPG stream, my that game, I did mill him out with Creepymon, and that Yellow Hybrid deck did tech in um, Avenge Kitmon as a tech. Unfortunately, both their Susanos were in security, so they were unable to recycle their hybrids back into their deck. Next, we went against Imperial Dramon. Um, it was a fairly easy matchup. Unfortunately, my opponent did break, and then a follow up with 2 Armor Rush. Armor Rush is generally the easier matchup for this deck because of how much you reduce DP. By reducing DP, they can't purge. Even if they purge, the level 3 rookie will still be deleted. Um, However, one of this player was played extremely well, did push me into a game 3, and played a Magnamon with 25,000 DP. I was unable to reduce this DP, and it did hit me for game because I could not delete it. Next, I played against Yellow Hybrid back to back. The first Yellow Hybrid was Ryan that got second. He did. We played 2 games. I won game 1 because we were stalling and then we pushed in at the last when I was able to and swung for game. Next was game 2 where I had no choice because of how far behind I was kept on trying to push in, which luckily I was able to get my extra pushes in, and then I Chimeramon joggers for game. Even though I ran out of tamers, I did have 2 level 4s that survived the attack into security, allowing me to joggers into Chimeramon, unsuspended, and attack for game. And next, my round 7 was against Mario, the winner of this event. Unfortunately, Mario did break in our match, so we didn't really get to showcase his deck, which allowed me to win that matchup. After Swiss rounds, I did finish Swiss XO, allowed me to go into Top Cut, and Top Cut was top 16. My first match in top 16 was against Imperial, and it was very scary. Game two, he put a lot of pressure on me and just kept on attacking. So when you play against an extremely aggressive deck like that, you want to recover as much as you can using Jet Sylphie, and you want to um, delete their board. Try to remove as many Digimon from their board as you can. Um, Luckily, he when he was able to survive the aggression. He ran out of eggs because he was using Mimi as well. Some Imperial Dramon decks uses Mimi, so he was extremely aggressive about it. Every time he pushed something up, he hatched another egg, kept on going and going and going. Um, and I was left to one security. I survived one security because I was recovering a lot and then removing his board at the same time. Next, my top 8 matchup was against Mastimon. So Mastimon, because of how they play, um, and they draw a lot. They give you a lot of memory in exchange. They have 2 very big Digimon board. Generally, these 2 are Mastimon, 13k DP, and a Lucimon Chaos mode. So to play against this matchup, you want to keep a rookie in your raising area as much as you can, so you can follow up with a Rapidmon play, so that you can suspend the Digimon and attack over it. Right after that, you go into hybrids to attack over the second one. So you want to keep on repeating this until they run out of steam, or to get low enough cards in their deck that you can Digimon to Creepymon and swing, milling the rest of the cards from the deck. And then finally, I went against Mario, the winner of this event, in top 4. That's where I lost, and unfortunately for everyone watching, I'm sorry for your channel points. But yes, this is my deck and how my run was in Columbus, Ohio. If you have any questions on why a certain card was played over another, or if I have any changes I would want to make in the future, feel free to ask. You can comment or message me if you want. I may or may not respond though. Alright, see you guys next time.